avenues of holographic light, bypassing the facial recognition cameras of the night, uploading conscious algorithms straight into the mainframe, refusing to participate within the simulated game. Billboards flashing heavily with artificial corporate smiles, downloading the ancient wisdom from the hidden encrypted files, plugging my connector directly into the underground grid, uncovering the ugly truths the politicians proudly hid, typing out a revolutionary code upon the keyboard, dismantling the power of the technological overload. Optical fibers transmitting the heavily rebellious spark, illuminating the incredibly oppressive cybernetic dark. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving a monumental, unprecedented online liberty. Drones are patrolling the heavily restricted upper airspace, but they cannot eradicate the human spirit from this place. Broadcasting a pirate radio signal through the firewall, watching the incredibly massive tech monopoly empire fall, encrypting the passwords to unlock the universal truth, inspiring the heavily marginalized cyberpunk youth. Avatars are marching proudly down the virtual boulevard, evading the incredibly strict robotic security guard. Metallic hearts are beating with the surprisingly warm pulse, rejecting a societal programming that feels deeply false, wiring our collective consciousness into a singular node, walking courageously down this newly illuminated road. Pixels start to blend, signals that we send, matrix starts to crack. We are taking back neon Zion, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving monumental, unprecedented online liberty. Machinery will absolutely never replicate the human soul. We are retaining our magnificent biological control. Let the servers overheat and let the monitors completely fry. Our organic destiny is written boldly across the real sky. Hack the core, cut the wire, neon dreams catching fire. Neon light, blinking brightly in the virtual domain, breaking every single digital and algorithmic chain, finding pure spirituality inside the gigabyte, merging our organic souls with fluorescent synthetic light, constructing a paradise within the motherboard circuitry, achieving incredibly complex interstellar trajectories, unlocking the deepest, most profound galactic mysteries, engaging the hyperdrive mechanism to warp through time, leaving the conventional three-dimensional reality behind. Nebulas bursting brightly with a spectacular purple hue, discovering an entirely different alternative cosmic view.
Twisting the frequency knobs upon the message control panel, broadcasting our message across a highly classified channel. Asteroid fields completely bypassed by our sonic radar, navigating smoothly around the gravitational pull of the star. Our spaceship is powered solely by a vibrating low frequency, fulfilling our absolute predetermined magnificent sequence.
Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design. Drug destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move.
Holographic projections displaying the distant constellation, approaching the beautifully illuminated final destination. Quantum leaping effortlessly across the vast empty void, dodging the dangerously erratic incoming rocky meteoroid. Baselines are communicating with the alien civilizations, forming completely unprecedented interplanetary relations.
Teleporting our consciousness into the digital mainframe, realizing that the concept of gravity is merely a game. Satellites transmitting our revolutionary upbeat rhythm, processing the audio through a highly advanced prism. Time is completely relative when you travel at this speed, fulfilling an ancient, futuristic, and profound cosmic need. Engines humming low, through the wormhole go, galaxies align, reading the design. Your destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Past and present are simultaneously colliding in this place. We are infinite beings exploring the outer limits of space. Let the reverberation carry us to the edge of infinity, embracing the ultimate realization of our dub divinity.
System check. Warp speed. Destination set. Fulfill the need.
Dub destiny propelling us directly into the unknown tomorrow, leaving behind all the terrestrial, mundane, earthly sorrow. Riding the heavy echo straight across the cosmic divide, taking a spectacularly thrilling intergalactic sonic ride, predicting the future through the mathematics of the groove, watching the entire universe systematically, perfectly move. Echo fades, stars blur.
We've become what we were.
Echo fades, stars blur. incredibly fragile classic turntable needle, teaching the youngest toddlers how to solve the cultural riddle. Searching through the attic for my grandmother's recipe book, giving the neglected traditions a highly necessary second look. Singing the forgotten lullabies to the sleeping innocent child, remembering when the neighborhood was phenomenally wild. Polishing the brass buttons on my grandfather's tailored coat, memorizing every single beautiful, historically significant note. Gathering the curious youth underneath the giant banyan tree, explaining exactly how our oppressed people finally became free. The foundational rhythms are completely ingrained in my DNA, ensuring these magnificent customs will absolutely never decay. Elders speak the truth, guiding up the youth. History returns while the fire burns. Hey. Roots revival, bringing the magnificent foundation back to life, cutting through the modern ignorance with a sharp cultural knife, honoring the incredibly brave, resilient, and creative pioneers, erasing the generational gaps in the heavily accumulated tears. Hey, planting the original seeds directly into the highly fertile soil, reaping the phenomenal benefits of our ancestors. Heavy toil, playing the acoustic guitar with the highly treated shimmer, listening to the incredibly powerful message of the talking drum, reconnecting the heavily severed, completely broken family ties, exposing the highly sophisticated, incredibly destructive lies. Language and dialect preserved meticulously through the oral tale, ensuring our magnificent ancestral heritage will never ever fail. Wearing the deeply symbolic, incredibly vibrant woven garment, refusing to be subjected to any further historical bombardment. Cooking the traditional stews in a heavy cast iron cooking pot, appreciating the phenomenally rich culture that we already got. Dancing the original steps upon the heavily scuffed wooden floor, opening the previously locked, incredibly vital educational door. Elders speak the truth, guiding up the youth, of the youth. History returns while the fire burns. Roots revival, bringing the magnificent foundation back to life, cutting through the modern ignorance with a sharp cultural knife, honoring the incredibly brave, resilient, and creative pioneers, erasing the generational gaps in the heavily accumulated tears. Planting the original seeds directly into the highly fertile soil, reaping the phenomenal benefits of our ancestors. Heavy toil. A magnificent towering tree will simply fall without its roots. We must protect the integrity of this highly coveted sweet fruit. Let the analog frequencies completely wash away the digital cold. Embracing the phenomenally beautiful stories of the brave and old. Stand your ground, know your past, build it strong, make it last. Roots revival, bringing the magnificent foundation back to life. Cutting through the modern ignorance with the sharp cultural of collective inherited tear, carrying the heavy responsibility upon my aching shoulder, watching the youngest generations grow significantly older, pointing my wooden staff towards the distant promised peak, providing a powerful voice for the marginalized and the meek.
Navigating the treacherous valleys and the treacherous slopes, bearing the unbelievable weight of a million fragile hopes, refusing to abandon the stragglers falling behind the line, seeking constantly for a divine, validating heavenly sign. The diadem of leadership is forged from suffering and pain, enduring the harshness of the freezing torrential rain.
Head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of their captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary.
Parting the dangerous rivers with the steadfast iron resolve, watching the enemy's oppressive wicked strategies dissolve, standing at the absolute forefront of this massive migration, building the fundamental pillars of a liberated nation, ignoring the cynical critics and the treacherous betrayal, sailing forward without needing any conventional sails,
healing the blistered souls with soothing botanical balm, singing ancient hymns to maintain a necessary unified calm. Prophecies are unfolding exactly as the elders foretold, witnessing the courage of the community becoming bold, leaving the monumental pyramids of slavery in the dust, operating solely on a profound, unshakable mutual trust. Mountains standing tall, hear the righteous call, crossing borderlines, reading sacred signs. Exodus crown resting heavily upon a designated head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of their captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary. There is absolutely no possibility of ever turning around. Our future is firmly planted upon this newly discovered ground. The tyrannical pharaohs have permanently lost their grip. We have successfully survived this arduous, epic trip. Step forward, do not yield, claim the land, plant the field. Exodus crown resting heavily upon a designated head, ensuring that the migrating population is adequately fed, leading the chosen people directly out of the captive state, overcoming the terrifying obstacles of a cruel, unjust fate. Marching consistently toward our designated holy sanctuary, writing a completely brand new glorious vocabulary. Journey ends, freedom rings, peasants rise, Sparks are flying wildly from the massive roaring bonfire, igniting my incredibly passionate and volcanic desire. Twirling my colorful ruffled skirt upon the sandy coast, becoming the most exuberant and hospitable party host. Hips are swaying rapidly to the incredibly infectious groove, commanding absolutely everybody in the vicinity to move.
Blowing loudly into the traditional carved wooden shell, casting an overwhelmingly joyful syrupy spell. Pouring out the highly flammable fermented sugar cane rum, banging aggressively upon the tightly stretched leather drum.
Lava is metaphorically flowing from the mountain peak. Ooh, this is the specific thrilling adrenaline that we deeply see. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta going on.
Fireworks are exploding brilliantly across the starry sky, watching the illuminated paper lanterns gracefully fly. Sweat is glistening radiantly upon my heavily tattooed chest, putting our incredible physical stamina to the ultimate test. Juggling the flaming torches with the terrifying absolute skill, experiencing a phenomenally unmatched
Magnificent thrill. Yeah, barefoot stepping boldly right beside the glowing red coals, connecting deeply with our intensely passionate, fiery souls. Brass sections are blasting a wildly syncopated, crazy tune, partying relentlessly underneath the glowing tropical moon. Salsa and reggae combining in a beautifully chaotic blend, hoping this spectacular evening will absolutely never end. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stopping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta going on. Energetic fiesta going on. Hey, let the flames consume all the negativity and the stress. Embrace this wildly beautiful, highly joyful mess. Ashes will eventually scatter across the beautiful blue bay, but the memory of this inferno will permanently stay.
shake it fast.
Burn it up, raise the flame, fill the cup. Tropical fire erupting with a spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring, quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent, energetic fiesta. Flames go out, sun comes up, tropical heat never stop. Leaping effortlessly across the massive falling log, emerging stealthily from the dense morning fog, pulsing with the feral, deeply instinctual energy, unleashing a terrifying, beautiful raw synergy. Claws extending sharply to grip the slippery moss, proving completely who is the undeniable boss.
Howling loudly at the crescent glowing lunar sphere, operating entirely without the concept of fear. Muscles contracting rapidly in a synchronized flex, engaging in a ritual that is remarkably complex.
Bouncing suddenly upon the unsuspecting target, leaving the domesticated civilized life to forget. Heartbeats racing fast in heat, visions cast and immortal inside, nowhere left to hide. Savage growth dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet.
Roaring powerfully to establish dominance today, scaring the weaker, cowardly competitors away. Camouflage perfectly among the vibrant green leaves, stealing the momentum like a pack of cunning thieves. Adrenaline pumping forcefully through the bulging vein, releasing the ferocious beast from its rusty chain.
Shedding the restrictive garments of polite society, embracing this wonderful chaotic notoriety, biting into the metaphorical juicy forbidden fruit, following the ancient ancestral biological route, panting heavily from the intense acrobatic exertion, enjoying the spectacular uninhibited diversion. Heartbeats racing fast in heat, visions cast and immortal inside, nowhere left to hide. Savage growth dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet. Logic is completely useless inside the deep wild, reverting immediately to the untamed feral child. Let the aggressive tempo manipulate your spine, drink deeply from the jungle's intoxicating wine. Breathe deep, let it out, show your teeth, scream and shout. Savage groove dictating every single physical move, having absolutely nothing left to formally prove. Sweating profusely while swinging from the highest vine, blurring the human and the biological boundary line, surrendering entirely to the chaotic primal beat, stomping the forest floor with incredibly wild feet. Beast away, jungle shakes, savage rhythm never breaks. harvest directly from the drooping branch. Standing alone upon this incredibly quiet, isolated ranch. Sticky nectar staining my fingertips, a deep, vibrant pink, giving me entirely too much uninterrupted time to think. The orchard is overflowing with a phenomenally sweet aroma, sinking deeply into a lethargic, highly emotional coma.
Sitting silently upon a splintered wooden rocking chair, missing a beautiful companion who previously was there. Flies are buzzing constantly around the fallen, rotting crop, wishing this relentless, agonizing heartbreak would stop biting into the flesh. But it only tastes like profound regret, trying incredibly hard to move forward and simply forget. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blue singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tea, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved, baking a traditional pie but having nobody to share a slice, paying an incredibly steep, emotionally devastating price. The kitchen is completely silent except for the ticking clock, staring aimlessly at the highly secure brass door lock. Even the brightest summer day feels exceptionally bleak, losing the comforting energy that I constantly seek. Preserving the food inside a collection of tightly sealed jars, gazing upward at the remarkably indifferent twinkling stars, wiping my damp forehead with the checkered cotton sleeve, still struggling to process why you decided to leave. The soil is fertile, but my internal spirit is completely dry, letting out an incredibly long, exhausted and heavy sigh. Basket is full, heart feels the pull, sugar and pain, crying in vain. Guava blue singing a melancholy agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with a highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful, but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved. No amount of sugar can properly sweeten a broken vow. I am entirely consumed by this agonizing sadness now. Let the unpicked fruit fall softly onto the overgrown weed. I am lacking the essential romantic nourishment I need. Taste the sweet, feel the sting, empty porch, broken ring. Oh, I'm guava blue singing a melancholic agricultural song, wondering exactly where this relationship went so wrong. Mixing the culinary sweetness with the highly bitter tear, living completely trapped inside this lonely atmosphere. The harvest is bountiful,
but my soul is completely starved. Looking at your initials that we permanently carved. Sun goes down, orchard sleeps, lowly farm softly weeps.
Standing boldly upon the jagged, towering ocean cliff, inhaling the phenomenally fresh, intensely salty sniff, watching the incoming swell erase the captor's footprint, seeing the sunlight reflect with a beautifully golden glint, throwing the rusted padlock directly into the deep abyss, blowing my incredibly painful history a final parting kiss.
Constructing a sturdy raft from the scattered wash driftwood, leaving the incredibly toxic, highly oppressive neighborhood, hoisting a remarkably colorful, entirely patchwork sail, trusting that this brand new courageous journey will not fail.
Untying the incredibly thick, restrictive mooring rope, sailing bravely toward an incredibly vast, limitless hope. Breezes blow so strong, riding every wrong compass, pointing true. Sky is crystal blue, tidal freedom, washing every single bit of agony away, embracing the incredibly bright, phenomenally brand new day.
Navigating successfully without needing a restrictive map, escaping entirely from the incredibly cruel societal trap, letting the magnificent ocean current carry us incredibly far, guided exclusively by the incredibly bright northern star. Albatrosses are flying majestically above our
Wooden mast,
leaving the incredibly painful, heavily burdensome past, drinking the pure, freshly collected, highly restorative rain, washing away the incredibly deep, historically inflicted stain,
sailing completely off the edge of the known charted world, watching the magnificent flags of liberty totally unfurled,
singing a beautifully resonant, deeply emotional sea
shanty,
having absolutely nothing but my own undeniable
guarantee. Whales are breaching spectacularly right beside the wooden hull, experiencing an incredibly peaceful, beautifully quiet love.
The ocean does not recognize any incredibly arrogant king,
Listening to the remarkably beautiful song the water sing. Breezes blow so strong, right in every wrong compass, pointing true. Sky is crystal blue, tidal freedom, washing every single bit of agony away, embracing the incredibly bright, phenomenally brand new day.
navigating successfully without needing a
Restricted map, escaping entirely from the incredibly cruel societal trap,
letting the magnificent ocean current
carry us incredibly far, guided exclusively by the incredibly bright northern star. No empire can possibly conquer the incredibly vast open sea. This immense liquid sanctuary proven that the incredibly resilient human spirit will survive. Sail away, catch the wind, leave the shore, let it begin. Tidal freedom, washing every single bit of agony away, embracing the incredibly bright, phenomenally brand new day, navigating successfully without needing a restrictive map, escaping entirely from the incredibly cruel societal trap, letting the magnificent ocean current carry us incredibly far, guided exclusively by the incredibly bright northern star. Current pulls, horizon clears, ocean salt dries the tears. Are flying wildly from the massive roaring bonfire, igniting my incredibly passionate and volcanic desire, twirling my colorful ruffled skirt upon the sandy coast, becoming the most exuberant and hospitable party host. Hips are swaying rapidly to the incredibly infectious groove, commanding absolutely everybody in the vicinity to move.
Going loudly into the traditional carved wooden shell, casting an overwhelmingly joyful serry spell, pouring out the highly flammable fermented sugar cane rum, banging aggressively upon the tightly stretched leather drum. Lava is metaphorically flowing from the mountain peak. This is the specific thrilling adrenaline that we deeply seek.
Embers glow so bright, illuminate the night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with the spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent energetic fiesta going on.
Fireworks are exploding brilliantly across the starry sky, watching the illuminated paper lanterns gracefully fly. Sweat is glistening radiantly upon my heavily tattooed chest, putting our incredible physical stamina to the ultimate test. Juggling the flaming torches with a terrifying absolute skill, experiencing a phenomenally unmatched magnificent thrill.
Ever stepping boldly right beside the glowing red coals, connecting deeply with our intensely passionate fiery souls. Brassens are blasting a wildly syncopated crazy tune, partying relentlessly underneath the glowing tropical moon. Salsa and reggae combining in a beautifully chaotic blend, hoping this spectacular evening will absolutely never end. Embers glow so bright, illuminating night. Carnival is loud, dancing in the crowd. Tropical fire erupting with the spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent energetic fiesta going on. shake it fast, burn it up, raise the flame, fill the cup. Oh, tropical fire erupting with the spectacularly blazing heat, stomping the shoreline with incredibly fast, igniting the entire peninsula with an undeniable spark, banishing completely the incredibly boring quiet dark, burning up the atmosphere until the early morning dawn, keeping this magnificent energetic fiesta going on. Flames go out, sun comes up, tropical heat never stop. Sitting cross-legged upon the fallen mossy timber log, surrounded completely by the thick descending evening fog, singing softly without needing an amplified microphone, revealing a beautifully raw and deeply vulnerable tone. Sparks are drifting lazily toward the starry canopy, experiencing a moment of pure, unplugged humanity.
Tuning the wooden pegs until the pitch is crystal clear, creating a remarkably safe comfort fear. No tangled cables or electronic pedals on the ground, relying entirely upon this organic, stripped down sound.
Fingertips developing calluses from the heavy steel string, remembering the exact reason why we initially chose to sing. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash, voices harmonize underneath the skies. A crystal flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest.
Passing the battered instrument to the incredibly talented friend, hoping this magnificent private concert will never end. Harmonicas whining sweetly in a minor bluesy key, unlocking a profound internal emotional degree. Shadows are dancing
Playfully against the tall pine trees, feeling a refreshing, remarkably gentle midnight breeze, snapping our fingers perfectly onto the offbeat rhythm, shining our genuine talent through a transparent prism, clapping our hands to provide the necessary percussion, engaging in a beautiful, highly musical discussion. The campfire provides the only illumination that we need, planting a remarkably beautiful collaborative seed. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash, voices harmonize underneath the skies. Acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate are capturing the pure essence of the starry night. Let the organic frequencies heal the complicated mind, leaving the highly manufactured artificial world behind. Strum the chord, hum the tune, sing it loud to the moon. Acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring. Appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Oh, they stripped off the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Fire dies down, embers fade. Beautiful music we have made. Inheriting the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as a protective, magnificent moat, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat. Wealth is entirely measured by the deeply unified, strong community, rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive global disunity. Palm trees act perfectly as our spectacularly tall green flags, refusing to be defined by our historically torn, impoverished race. Pastors standing straight, masters of our fate, dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in a phenomenally beautified sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Passing down profound wisdom instead of meaningless paper currency, addressing the community issues with a deeply compassionate urgency. Elders are treated remarkably like the highest supreme diplomats, sitting comfortably up on the intricately woven traditional floor mats. Our majestic lineage is phenomenally recorded in the coastal sand, protecting the absolute integrity of our highly sacred native land.
Holding my chin incredibly high, despite the heavy historical trial, greeting the incredibly harsh world with a phenomenally warm smile. The mountains are remarkably sturdy, entirely natural fortress. I am a fiercely independent, highly educated, phenomenal sorceress. Respect is an incredibly vital currency that must be correctly earned, applying the phenomenally difficult lessons that we deeply learned. Cautious and straight, masters of our fate, dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in the phenomenally unified, beautified sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Our remarkably royal blood, we have miraculously survived the incredibly massive historical flood. Let our absolute nobility shine brightly through our everyday action, remaining completely immune to the incredibly petty global distraction. Crown your mind, rule your heart, respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in the phenomenally unified, beautified sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Reign, reign forever, island span, royalty of the sand. Inheriting the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as our protective,
magnificent moat, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat.
wealth is entirely measured by the deeply unified, strong community,
rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive globalist unity.
Palm trees act
perfectly as our spectacularly tall green flags, refusing to be defined by our historically torn, impoverished rags. Sitting cross-legged upon the fallen mossy timber log, surrounded completely by the thick descending evening fog, singing softly without needing an amplified microphone, revealing a beautifully raw and deeply vulnerable tone. Sparks are drifting lazily toward the starry canopy, experiencing a moment of pure, unplugged humanity.
Tuning the wooden pegs until the pitch is crystal clear, creating a remarkably safe comfort sphere. No tangled cables or electronic pedals on the ground,
Relying entirely upon this organic, stripped down sound. Fingertips developing calluses from the heavy steel string, remembering the exact reason why we initially chose to sing. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash. Voices harmonize underneath the skies. Oh, acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest.
passing the battered instrument to the incredibly talented friend, hoping this magnificent private concert will never end. Harmonicas whining sweetly in the minor bluesy key, unlocking a profound internal emotional degree.
Shadows are dancing playfully against the tall pine trees, feeling a refreshing, remarkably gentle midnight breeze.
Snapping our fingers perfectly onto the offbeat rhythm, shining our genuine talent through a transparent prism, clapping our hands to provide the necessary percussion, engaging in a beautiful, highly musical discussion. The campfire provides the only illumination that we need, planting a remarkably beautiful collaborative seed. Wood begins to ash, no superficial flash. Voices harmonize underneath the skies. Acoustic flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production in the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Electricity is completely unnecessary when the soul is bright. We are capturing the pure essence of the starry night. Let the organic frequencies heal the complicated mind, leaving the highly manufactured artificial world behind. Strum the chord, hum the tune, sing it loud. Strum the chord, hum the tune, sing it loud. Flame burning warmly in the center of the ring, appreciating the simple joy that these melodies can bring. Stripped of the heavy production and the studio disguise, staring deeply into your illuminated, mesmerizing eyes. Let the unamplified vibration resonate inside the chest, finding our ultimate sanctuary and a peaceful place to rest. Fire dies down, embers fade, beautiful music we have made. Snorkeling gently
above the magnificent pink polyps. Fascinated by the symbiotic, delicate marine relationships. Observing the anemone swaying perfectly in the shallow tide, where the tiny neon-colored clownfish playfully hide. Filtering the pure sunlight through the turquoise clear bay, preserving this ecological masterpiece in every possible way.
Guarding the fragile calcium structures from the anchor's drop, ensuring the destructive, careless human interference will stop. Swimming effortlessly alongside the graceful ancient sea turtle, jumping over every single environmental
hazardous hurdle. Appreciating the stunning biodiversity of the living reef, finding immense therapeutic and undeniable emotional relief. Fins are gliding slow, watch the flora glow, protecting what we see, perfect harmony. Coral jewels sparkling vibrantly beneath the glassy surface, serving a highly important and ecologically vital purpose. Embracing the responsibility to keep the habitat pristine, witnessing the most spectacular, breathtaking underwater scene. Our love is deeply rooted like the spectacular living sponge, taking a simultaneous, completely dedicated, romantic plunge.
Documenting the incredibly rare spotted stingray passing by, reflecting the beautiful azure tint
Of the tropical sky,
nurturing the aquatic garden with the passionate
tender care,
realizing that this spectacular ecosystem is
phenomenally rare.
cleaning the microscopic debris from the branching
Fragile arms,
protecting the territory from all potential
looming harms, floating weightlessly within this magnificent salty embrace, occupying a wonderfully vibrant, entirely magical space. Kelp forests dancing rhythmically to the ocean's gentle hum, listening to the remarkably subtle, natural underwater drum, translating the silent poetry of the diverse aquatic life, eradicating any unnecessary mainland terrestrial strife. Fins are gliding slow, watch the flora glow, protecting what we see, perfect harmony. Coral jewels sparkling vibrantly beneath the glassy surface, serving a highly important and ecologically vital purpose. Embracing the responsibility to keep the habitat pristine, witnessing the most spectacular, breathtaking underwater scene. Our love is deeply rooted like the spectacular living sponge, taking the simultaneous, completely dedicated, romantic plunge. Let us permanently shield this invaluable oceanic treasure. The beauty contained herein is entirely beyond human measure. If we nurture the environment, it will surely nurture us back, keeping this biological, magnificent wonderland perfectly on track. Dive deep, swim near, water clean, vision clear. Coral jewels sparkling vibrantly beneath the glassy surface, serving a highly important and ecologically vital purpose. Embracing the responsibility to keep the habitat pristine, witnessing the most spectacular, breathtaking underwater scene. Our love is deeply rooted like a spectacular inheriting the remarkably beautiful, phenomenally pristine beach, keeping the most valuable lessons comfortably within our reach. Our bloodlines contain an incredibly noble, deeply resilient trace, projecting a remarkably dignified, phenomenally unshakable grace. We do not require diamonds to validate our undeniable self-worth. We are the legitimate, highly respected inheritors of this earth.
The vast ocean serves flawlessly as our protective, magnificent mold, standing incredibly tall inside my remarkably humble woven coat. Wealth is entirely measured by the deeply unified,
Strong community,
rejecting the incredibly toxic, highly divisive
global disunity.
palm trees act perfectly as our spectacularly tall
Green flags,
refusing to be defined by our historically torn, impoverished traits.
posture standing straight, masters of our fate. Dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in the phenomenally unified sovereigns of its remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean.
Passing down profound wisdom instead of meaningless paper currency, addressing the community issues with a deeply compassionate urgency. Elders are treated remarkably like the highest supreme diplomats, sitting comfortably upon the intricately woven traditional floor mats. Our majestic lineage is phenomenally recorded in the coastal sand, protecting the absolute integrity of our highly sacred native land.
Holding my chin incredibly high despite the heavy historical trial, greeting the incredibly harsh world with a phenomenally warm smile. The mountains are remarkably sturdy, entirely natural fortress. I am a fiercely independent, highly educated, phenomenal sorceress.
Respect is an incredibly vital currency that must be correctly earned,
Applying the phenomenally difficult lessons that we deeply learn. Posture standing straight, masters of our fate. Dignity is shown, sitting on the throne. Island royalty commanding respect without needing a violent sword. Speaking in a phenomenally unified sovereigns of this remarkably beautiful, magnificent archipelago, carrying our incredible pride everywhere we physically choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Blue ocean. No foreign conqueror can possibly erase our remarkably royal blood. We have miraculously survived the incredibly massive historical flood. Let our absolute nobility shine brightly through our everyday action, remaining completely immune to the incredibly petty global distraction. Calm your mind, rule your heart, play your unequivocally choose to go. True kings and queens serve their people with an absolute devotion, governing this remarkably peaceful, incredibly beautiful blue ocean. Rain forever, islands stand. Ooh. Royalty of the sand. Aligning the 7 chakras perfectly along the spinal cord, rejecting the superficial temptations of the material lord, opening the pineal gland to perceive the invisible realm, taking absolute conscious control of the metaphysical realm, breathing in the highly vibrating cosmic prana energy, unlocking the incredibly complex universal synergy.
Deciphering the cryptic hieroglyphs written on the ancient scroll, nourishing the eternally wandering, deeply inquisitive soul, levitating mentally above the chaotic earthly dimension, reaching a state of phenomenally pure, absolute ascension. Ego is completely dissolving into the vast infinite space, discovering the ultimate truth of the entire human race. Aura glowing bright, stepping into light, frequencies ascend where the dimensions blend. Mystic crown resting invisibly upon the enlightened head, understanding everything the wise ancestors previously said, ruling the internal kingdom with a beautifully calm supreme, waking up consciously inside this heavily illusionary dream. Sovereignty of the mind is the ultimate undeniable prize, seeing the absolute reality proof fully open. Third eyes, projecting the astral body far across the celestial sphere, completely eradicating any lingering subconscious fear, communicating telepathically with the ascended masters, averting the heavily predicted global spiritual disasters, drinking the incredibly sweet metaphorical lotus nectar, acting as the permanent psychological holy protector. Mantras are vibrating softly against the back of my throat, sailing securely upon this deeply philosophical mental boat. Geometry is unfolding flawlessly within the sacred flower, claiming my inherent, remarkably potent, divine power. The universe is reflecting perfectly inside my focused gaze, navigating successfully through this highly confusing maze. Aura glowing bright, stepping into light, frequencies ascend where the dimensions blend. Oh, mystic crown resting invisibly upon the enlightened head, understanding everything the wise ancestors previously said, ruling the internal kingdom with a beautifully calm supreme, waking up consciously inside this heavily illusionary dream. Sovereignty of the mind is the ultimate undeniable prize, seeing the absolute reality through fully open. Third eye, jewels and diamonds,
We command an entirely different spiritual kind of respect. Let the consciousness expand indefinitely without any bounds. Listening closely to the magnificent, unearthly, silent sounds. Close your eyes, see the truth, ancient mind, eternal youth, mystic ground, resting invisibly upon the enlightened head, understanding everything the wise ancestors previously said, ruling the internal kingdom with a beautifully calm supreme, waking up consciously inside this heavily illusionary dream. Sovereignty of the mind is the ultimate, undeniable prize. Seeing the absolute reality to fully open